Grand Rising, coming to you at 0500 hours, 4 minutes. It is December 30th, 2021. May I ask, what have you done? How far have you gotten in this 2021? For me, everything needed to be revealed because this is 2021, the year of true revelation. And before you go into the next year, what is some amazing, wonderful things you've seen? What is some miracles you've seen? What is some things that you said, wow, this happened because of my own works and my own efforts? Not that I'm talking about people that you had help. If you needed help, you needed help. That's the crazy thing about life and living on this earth. We all need help. We all help each other. That's the most minded-ish I hear from people is, I did it on my own. No, you didn't. Your whole idea, basis, and notion is not even about you. If it wasn't for somebody 50 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 600 years ago, 800 years ago, your idea wouldn't even probably work. Your idea wouldn't even take. We swear that we invented some new thing. And then the crazy things about our race, I know we know this. We say it. Don't become this. Don't have this. No, hold on. We always say a person changed when they got money. No, don't become this type of person. Don't become that person that is in you. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? You don't know, right? Yes, you do. You are the fabric of the people and the things you say and you do. You may not think about it this way. You may not talk about it this way, but you are the fabric and the person that you want to become. Because you have to really think about the things you do in life. I know you got one life. They say it's short. No, it's not. I'm 39. Trust me, getting to 39 was never a short. I'm sorry. I don't know how people look at life as short. Maybe because they live in life. I spoke on that before. I guarantee you, a lot of people that say in this video, when they heard purpose, they still don't know. They didn't even challenge themselves and say, do I really have a purpose? Your purpose is not just to make money. Your purpose is not just to trap. You making money, all that money, you say you're free. If money took you to be free, that means the person that's really inside of you was never free. Even with that money, you still not free. If you knew your purpose, you will understand what I just said. So plain text or plain words, money never made you free. You made you free. But you won't grasp that because you read all of these books, right? Right. Oh, because I don't have a lot of money. But you know nothing about my life. You don't know nothing what's going on, right? Okay. But since you don't see it, since I'm not in the spotlight, my status quo, my clout is not high. You don't see that. You don't know what I have. But you want, that's peep gang. I don't even have to go to work. But you don't know that about me. You don't know you say, oh, you was homeless 6 years ago. So why was you homeless 6 years ago? You know, there's homeless people that have businesses that you work for. Oh, you never heard of that, see? Oh, that's new to you. You see how I just gave you something new to think about? You would never have thought about homeless people on companies that you go to every day. You do not think about them being homeless because on your mind, you're free because your money took you to an island. Wow, that's free. I can travel to an island. Or my money make money while I sleep. That's free. I keep seeing the 7 streams of income. That's beautiful. But let's get into it. If you look at the people that you pay attention to, you ever notice how certain words, certain attributes, certain characteristics is never mentioned? Does that bother you? Do you even care? Do you even phantom to even like, do you even have an ounce of care in the world? Think about this. Your favorite social media or person outside you meet have all these great words, these great speeches, these great things to say. Now, can I ask you, do they carry substance? What are they really saying to you? You don't even know. Why are you following? Because they come into your unnourished peep game. They come into your unnourishment. If you loved yourself, I said loved, be loved, in love with yourself, all that stuff you do outside with people too, if you had it inside, your favorite online YouTube, social media, Instagram, Twitter tyrant would have no effect on you overall. Because as soon as you look at them, I can look into your eyes, look into my eyes on my picture. What do you see? Look at my grin. Look at my smile. I got a fresh haircut. You know where I was at in this picture? I was homeless. You wouldn't even have known that. I wasn't faking it till I make it. That is not a fake. Look at that. Like, I'm being honest. Look at the grin. Look at the smile. I am smiling, happy, being homeless. But you know where I'm at? I'm at a place of substance. I am building myself. I am coming to realization. You know the realization of being homeless, brothers? Your homelessness is not predicated on you being homeless. You know that, right? You didn't know that. Oh, you just say I ain't had no money. I didn't work. I didn't do anything, right? But that's the opposite of me being homeless. You want to know why? Because in homelessness, just as right now when you're single, as a single man, you have the opportunity to be who you need to be. You know why? You're not stagnant. You're moving. You get to think, like at home, people say, what do you do at home? I turn off my electronic devices. I turn the internet off of them. And I just look at the wall. I look at the blank TV. Because it was like, well, you're looking at a blank TV. You're weird. You're crazy. No, if you ever turn off an electronic device and see the reflection, what do you see? Oh, never thought about that one. You see exactly everything. Because the TV, you're watching the television while it's on. But the television is not this make it as an entity. It's looking back at you. So if you turn off the TV, everything that's in your room, you can see back because of the reflection. Forget. People say that word. I reflect. No, you don't. Because if you reflect, let's get into it. How come you don't talk about morals? Do your favorite person talk about morals? Look at the morality of our people right now. The morality. You know what morality means? It's the things that's inside of us that keeps us balanced. This is not the definition, but this keeps us balanced from doing. This is part of it with the other words, right or wrong. Think about that. Morals keep you from doing right and wrong. How do you know right from wrong? The after effect. Oh, you thought I was going to say something else. I'll learn right from wrong because of an after effect. You know what the after effect is? The after effect is when you complete an action because there are no mistakes. Your action is true. You cannot take back an action. Sometimes an action can be a literal movement or words. You can't take those back because how do people receive? They receive through one of them is touch. So, and then their eye gate because they see you and they ear gate. You can't take that back. But for some reason, nobody ever apologizes. Nobody say, I did wrong. Why is that? Because they have no reflection. And when you don't have no reflection, you're a vampire. Think about that. In a people's morality, you reflect on things. But people that don't reflect on things don't have a reflection. Those are vampires. That means their reflection. So a person prescription is not my description. So what I mean, a person will look at you. So now the reflection off the TV after it's turned off it's the reflection of you. So now replace that TV with a person standing in front of you, the same distance, and tell them to describe you in the picture around you. You know what's the crazy part? This person will describe, they will only prescribe what they see. See, the reflection of the TV is true. It's designed that way. It's only designed when it's off. Anything that's not on that has the reflection. So if you use a mirror, the mirror, it might be switched around because that's how the mirror works. It's a convex lens that's actually it's flipping to show us the same projection. So if you got to make sure your right and left is designed. But you know, it's still going to reflect to you, reflect. A person's mind is not going to reflect. That person's going to leave things out. Because if you lay down a flat card on the table, and if a person reflection of thing, if they are not paying attention, or let's go back, not that they're not paying attention, it's feeding to whatever is inside of them. I can go watch a channel talking about I hate black men, I hate black women from either side. It can be women saying they hate women, or it can be men saying they hate men. Not just, see, I am not going to miss the card that's laying on the table, the reflection, because I'm looking for substance. And I'm not a follower. They say you have to become a follower before you're a leader. No, you don't. With getting information, you get what? Understanding. And when you get a lot of understanding, you get knowledge. And eventually, with so much of that, you have to become wise. Well, a lot of people don't become wise because in their reflection, they're going to miss the card that's laying on the table. But that TV or that mirror reflection, I'm going to stay with the TV when it's turned off because I'm using this for a purpose. Why I keep calling the TV turned off, and it shows a reflection. I want to show you that if you have idle time, that means you're not moving, you're not doing nothing. That's not bad all the time. Because idle TV is turned off and it creates a reflection. Oh, I'm using that metaphor because I'm trying to get you to understand that TV still have a purpose. Woo-hoo! You didn't hear that? So through all of that, you did not get it. The TV on has a purpose. The TV off still has a purpose. So in your values, now you following the tyrant online. The values that they're getting, what are values? Substance of things that has been created, formed, and built by you. Hold on. Now remove that person again, and remove the TV that's off and sit a person there. You're only going to get a prescription of what that person sees. It's not a bias, because again, that person cannot see that carrot on the table. When they draw a picture or describe what they're seeing, even if you if you don't remove nothing, you let that person sit right in front of you, they still, because the TV off is going to reflect exactly what's there. A person mind that's only set in one way. So if the person don't value that card is important, ooh, think about that. If they don't value that card as important, don't matter what that card has, as it's a black card sitting there. They don't even see the value in that card. Well, real quick, if you are a thief or a robber, or you planning to take stuff from people, please don't do that. If you didn't know this, which I have mentioned before, when I mentioned again, since it's on my mind, if you steal a card that's debit or credit, any type of monetary card that's money you can put on it through an application, guess what? If you steal a card and that card is over $1,000, that is called grand larceny. Credit card, debit card, a money card, anything that has a monetary value to it, since we are on value, if you steal it, that's called grand larceny. If that card have less than $1,000, then that's larceny. But here's the kicker, the trick, the kicker. If the card is worth, remember, it don't have to have $1,000 to be grand larceny. Grand larceny is up to a year in prison, and up to, I want to say, $20,000 or $50,000 in fees to pay back, but you still have to pay back that money. In larceny, it's up to $1,000 to $2,000 pay back, less than a year in prison or jail, because you probably go to jail instead. Prison, if you go more than a year, you can go to prison for a year. Yes, you can. So let's get back. So the value of what that person is valuing, if they're only going to look at like they're the off TV, but they're sitting in that same position, because purpose in life. So they are in that position. You got to focus, a purpose, position, and you have a mission. So that person is in that position. They're only going to value what they see. That's why I asked, why do we have a favorite and they never talk on your favorite? Go find me a video of your favorite person or entity that talks about this in the pho. Go find it. Literally, they talk about things that's helping your inside. So when you get things that's monetarily more, so when you get love, that's a value. That's going into ethics. Ooh. So when you get money, ooh, when $10,000 is smack dead in your face, do you change? Probably yes, because you already showed me you don't even honor. You know what I do? I honor. No. I respect crack. I respect the gun. I respect the murderer. You got to hear this real quick. I respect my mother I respect my sister, brother, aunts, uncle, male, female, cousin, everybody in my family. You know why I respect crack, cocaine, heroin, the drug dealer, the prostitute? See, you thinking with your perverse and what we call a carnal mind. Your mind, one moment. So we on talk topic, and your carnal mind, I hope it didn't. When I said I respect the prostitute, you probably say, because you have sex. You think about that. Your moral, so far, your morals and values. You morally don't take account of things. You don't value everything. So if you didn't think that, I applaud you, because you understand what respect is. I respect those things, because at any given moment, those things can, long as someone pick it up or touch it or go around those things, there is not a good action. There is not a good of like cause, and then there's effect. I call it, you say repercussions. I'll say there's not a good, not consequences. Not a word won't come to me. When the word comes to me, I'll say it. But overall, we're just going to use effects. Recourses. Somebody created the drug. Somebody pimped the woman, or the woman decide at some age she wanted to go out there. This, and we all doing these things. They're bad things. Sorry. And the recourses. There is not a good recourse. And the reason is the course is going to happen, because whatever path you choose, there's a course. Just like when you go to school, there's a course. And these courses, you have to take them. So if you've taken these actions, you're taking on. I remember I was talking to a person, made. I told the person, I was made to do this. And I can make you do. I said, I can make you do this. They said, no, you can't control. I said, well, do you know what the word make actually mean? And this is crazy. This is why I won't listen to a lot of people. I've been told that these words that I'm speaking don't have meaning. There you go. A word that have a substance, don't matter if we created them or not. We were forced to talk like this from our original dialect, but that don't matter right now. But the person didn't know what make mean. I said, you know what make mean, right? And this was I just want to share it, because these another one of the words that's funny to me. That it's funny because we don't really take the time out. We don't actually utilize like different things. We don't utilize. And I thought it was, the irony was funny, because I said, I'm gonna make you do something. This person fought me. Why do you think this person fought me when I said I'm gonna make you do that? Because to their mind, because they got a prescription already, was designed to tell them that was a command of force. That was a direct action of like I was going to make them. I literally, yeah, I'm going to make you do it. and I said, wow, without me even thinking about it, without looking the word up, I said, that's not a bad word. They say they started trying to argue because this person, I guess, was abused, and as an adult and as a child as well, and middle teen. So this person went their whole life not knowing their purpose. This is this. when you are abused and you sit there, if you are about ethics, come on now, you are leaving your race forcefully. You literally never been to a golf club. You have no intentions to golf. You have no intentions to become part of the substance at that place. You don't work there. You're not there to learn about networking. You're literally there to force, not make. Because you can make yourself. Let's go to the word first. It is make. It don't tell you if it's a adjective or pronoun or anything in this case, because it's off the dictionary. I mean, off the computer. The first one is form something by putting parts together or combining what? I didn't even, in the crazy part, I don't remember seeing the word substance. Construct and create. And I ain't gonna look up construct, putting things together and create. So I'm gonna make you go to the store, or I'm gonna make you sit here and talk to me. Well, according to this, I'm putting parts together or combining substances, construct, create. There's no force in that. I'm literally saying we're going to make this happen. We're going to put things together, combine them, and create. Make it full of a lot of substance. Two, call something in a six or come about, bring about. I'm going to make black women understand black men. Cause black women to exist or come about or bring about. See, black women don't get this, right? Black women, you got to worry about your ethics. Your ethics is where you live and where are you from, where you come from. Race, loyalty, integrity. But you don't have to follow it. Keep divesting, dead vesting, and swirl going away. Go away, because that's what you're doing. Because what's going to happen, you're having problems because you're doing what? And see, your favorite female tyrant is so angry, she don't realize, I'm telling you, if I was born a woman, I wouldn't have nothing to say bad about a man. I'm telling you this. Women say they women's power, but they abort children. They don't know their purpose. If you don't abort a child, I don't care what happened. That's on me. But if I was a woman, come on now, you got to really think. I literally like I know women that talk about people. Her ethics is nasty. Ethics is if let's go over ethics. Since because I think this one actually need a definition for you. This one right here is going to need a definition. Because now we're getting a little deeper. We're getting a little deeper here. And sorry that I know a lot of people don't do this. They don't even remember the words that they're using. Yeah, hold on, because I'm getting the definition because it's showing only one. Okay, we're gonna go with the definition for ethics. You ready? I want people to really look at this and then use your mind with it. Relating to a population subgroup within a larger dominant nation or cultural group with a common national or cultural tradition. Ethics. What is our cultural traditions that as Black American people? Oh, we don't want that no more. You got to think, if you decide to not have race loyalty, at least, and integrity, at least, that reflection of an off TV, or you replace that person there, they're going to get two different things. You know why I say this? Because we value other cultures more than our own because of what we've been through. We're the only culture that value leaving and going to other cultures. That's already set. It's already set. It's really crazy when I hear and see that, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary because you know what's scary about it? Other cultures are set in their ways. They don't need us. You hear me? They don't need us. I want you to check out my one video. I'm gonna copy and paste it. I can't get to what's the name for it? Laptop. I watched the white man. I listen because, like I said, your eye gates and your ear gates. He literally said to black women, when black women come through our culture, we are set. We have a community. Because it was funny when I heard a black woman say, "I'm teaching my husband black history." Why? He must not been living in a white community, or he might have just been saying, okay, because that's his wife. She really thought she was doing the damn thing, as we said. She was doing the damn thing, all right. She was making herself look like Bobo the Fool in all respects of reality. All respects of reality, she's looking like Bobo the Fool. Because I want you to really pay attention when you watch this video. It's only 2 minutes, and I'm gonna put it in my comments because it was funny to me too, because of what he said at the end, towards the end or the middle. He said, "You come to our community, their reflection, TV off. We already set. We don't have to fight for things. We don't need to do this uprising and powerful of information that black women, when they come to us, black women, you either get in where you fit in, you shut your mouths, or you move on." That's what he said. No joke. When you see the video, it's gonna open up. Maybe, well, but I learned this. When you don't, like I said, going back, when you don't, it's playing. I'm trying not to play it. Okay, stop. All right, stop. I just want to share the video. That's a white man speaking. And the video shows I don't know if that's the white man that's in video, and that's the black woman he with. And a lot of black women understand this because in their ethics and in their minds, they already know that they're coming to these white males in a set community. It's a set community. So they're not coming for no change. They're not worried about what the fuck she want. They don't care about what she want. And one of the things he said, which is this the craziest part about that, all these black women dying, he said that white man has no problem killing that black woman. Most black men are having mental problems, not giving no excuses, or they're already that way. This dude is already crazy in his mind. He may not sound as that dude, or the crazy white dude that may not sound because they're crazy. And I'm sorry, there is a crazy. There is a crazy. I don't play no games. I believe in there's a crazy. So if there's a crazy, I don't play those games. Not even with a woman. I'm 6'5". I don't know my weight. I have to weigh myself after having COVID and recovering from it. And so I don't play that games. But let's get back to the matters. So now we all in our own little world, right? Correct? But that reflection of that TV is not in his own world. Where's my that TV not. That TV stayed where? In that same spot. Because you know why that TV didn't never move? Because it knew it had a focus. That's the problem. Even how you can't see my screen, there's this, it shows me who's watching. There's an eye. That's a focus. I'm not focused on the algorithm, but I'm focused on my audience when I talk to you. Whether I'm being angry, whether I'm telling the truth, because it's not black woman hate, it's truth about us, about black men, about anyone on this earth, on this world. Whether I'm telling the truth about myself. See, the reflection now, ooh, I'm about to tear y'all up, you all up, because I dare you. Now, as I ask, I dare you to find your favorite YouTube tyrant, social media, Instagram, Twitter, offline, online. Let's go offline. Go find your favorite black person tyrant. And I want to hear them say a word. Say my name, say my name. Oh my goodness. This they say a person I am resolve and resolution. Ha ha. If you never heard of this word, you know now, as a black man and a black woman, you have been failed and lied to. The word is what? Dignity. Now, I want you to really do this. Go to your favorite platform, channel, Clubhouse, anything you see, anybody you know. Grand Rising, lovely, appreciate it. Anybody you know. Now, I don't name drop, but I got angry last time, but I'm like, show me one time Christian Carrison brought up to the pink pill or beyond black and white elite the word dignity. Go show me. I want all you, because I know I'm going to get some of these swirlers and dead investors and these house nigga black men. Like, I'm going to be on my stuff. Now, I got to call out my brother, David. David, if you see this, check it out. Show me a black man that you follow that used the word dignity. If a person is talking about substance of people, because you got to remember, if you turn off the TV, you get a reflection. It's going to show you everything that you see, because TV is universal. It's going to show you what it want to show you or what you put on the screen as I'm doing. And when you turn it off, it's going to have the reflection of everything that is in his sight. A person, you can sit the person in the same TV position in the same distance. The person is only going to explain and show you what they want you to see. I don't want you to see what I see. I want you to see what you see. But if you see a cord or something that's not going right, I want you to explain that to me. Because maybe I'm having a hard time seeing it because I got stuck. And for some reason, I got stuck in this one vision where I can't even see the card that's on the table. But the TV is showing me a card, and I'm asking the person, there's a card there. How come you can't see the card? The person like, what card? Now we got to talk about that. What card? But a person, they're walking in only a certain state of mentality or mind or conscious, subconscious for some reason. You know why? Because from the start, or maybe from being a child, because everything goes back to a child, they don't walk in a state of mind or quality of. See, I'm not even going to read the rest because sometimes you just got to stop. The state or quality of. What is the quality of being worthy of honor. Stop right there. The quality of being worthy, not entitled, not that you automatically special, even though males were breeded, groomed, and fostered to say that women are automatically special. They are in their own right, because I don't want to listen to somebody that's, if a person being negative, think about that. If a person watch negative things all day, remember, this is the reflection of them. This is the inside. The reflection of that person is in their inside. So when they get money again, remember, when they get money, all they doing is showing what's inside. If I was being charitable without money, I should be at the same what? Quality of being. Woo! I should be at the same quality of being. That don't change my what? Worth. That does not change how I honor or have respect of no person. No person is no. You know why I'm saying no? Because we say nobody. A body is in front of me. I don't know. Well, you got to understand first, you are not worth more than no one else worth. That is why murder is not looked down on. Somebody tried to tell me, now I'm not no religious person. Cain killed Abel. God told him goodbye. It seemed like now we all want to follow after the guy. That'll take us all a hell date. You think life's a joke? Because we already on hell's date. Woo! That was from my man, our Swift, called Breathe. Check out the song. Our Swift, Breathe. If you're not breathing right now, you are dead, or you are not functionally alive. You know why? Because the state and the quality of, you don't even have that yet. You don't even know who you are. Grand Rising, brother. So if your favorite tyrant or media folks is only catering to the prescription of the reflection of what they see, they're going to describe only what's in their vision. Don't matter what you say. So if my favorite tyrant, I ask them a question, and it's not even to diss them, they're already going to defend, because your favorite tyrant is only going to base off, now you got to think about this. Your tyrant is only going to describe what they're breeded to describe. So if you think about slavery, I'm only here to whip you into what I want to give you. So morals, ethics, and value is not in that person when they're speaking. They're only trying to, because I should be able to intervene and say, sir or ma'am, I thought about this. And that person should, if they already thought about that, they're going to say, well, I agree. If they didn't, they're going to say, I never thought about that, or thank you for the information. They're not going to defend I don't need to defend if I want my daughter to be married, if I want my daughter to, as a Black American woman in America, to carry herself a certain way, I don't have to be defensive. When you describe, man, maybe you left something, like, okay, what is it? I'm that turned off TV. First, I'm the TV that's on. Now I'm turned off, and the reflection is only in my sight. So I'm going to listen to what you're saying, because now you're directing it at me. But your favorite tyrant don't do that. Why don't they do that? Like, what is it that draws you to that person? And I have to say, overall, dignity to me is a very strong word, because it's the state and quality of being worthy of honor or respect, a composed series of manner or style, a sense of pride in oneself. And the one thing you have to honor as a man or a woman is self-respect. When you start loving yourself, you stop doing the I wonder if they love me. You love yourself. You have to show that. So this is not a diss to nobody, because I am resolve resolution. Dignity is a resolve and resolution to the Black community. But I never, as I said, if whoever see this go viral or people hear it, please show me the online tyrant, because they're not going to be a tyrant if they talk about dignity. That means they're coming with some type of substance. They're giving you information. When they do now they go back to the mirror, they're going to give you information that they have used to get to where they're at. If I get to the top of the letter with, just take an instance, I love my brother and I love my sister Sheila on my way. If I get to the top of the letter by sabotage Sheila work, if I get to the top, if the next part of the lever, my man number one grinder up there, and I'm up here lying to the job, bringing information in about his history. At the end, what type of self-respect would I have? What type of honor is that? So if I'm literally out here and I apologize to myself first, bashing women, if I ever bashed a woman on my channel, I apologize. But in truth, yeah, it came out harsh, but it was in truth. It was in my truth and other men, my other brothers' truth. They get treated wrong. Black women get treated wrong. But we take a side. That's why your favorite female or male tyrant, they taking sides. Yes. We taking sides, Sheila. I don't have a side. I want to know if a person says something, why you should groom, foster, or breed, nurture your daughter to be a wife. Why? What is it on this earth we're not promised? That person will not, like, I'm not in the realm of optimism, or as I hear some women say, before I even meet a man, I'm already blah, 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 blah. So you already ready to basically, if you get married, you're going to get it. I'm sorry to say it, because I don't use the word pray. I say you already manifested from the vision that you've seen. You looking for greatness and success, but you already planning your demise. I got an extra bank account when I meet a guy. I don't share nothing with him. I don't share certain things. I don't even tell him certain things, or vice versa. Man, I don't give her nothing. Man, I got another, like, I had to think about that. As I was put in a situation recently, I said, I see why men have more women, but I had to tell myself I have more esteem than myself. I'm not insecure. Let me take this energy that I have, or negativity, and make it positive and put that back into her. And then when I put it back in her, the outcome changed. So to me, my reflection of moral values and ethics, I don't understand cheating. I don't understand when they say black men that has money or six figures or extra women, if he at the top 10%, 1%, I don't understand why would he cheat on his woman. Because this is why would he multiple women? That's stupid. Because to me, having multiple women, again, that's too much energy. From this one woman and spreading it around. So he's spreading himself thin. He's so thin, you can touch it and he would tear. That means he's going to break down. He's not going to break up. He's going to break down. Instead of him saying, but you got to think, this is the crazy part. As a man, even as Sheila can attest to, my sister Sheila, or anybody that's watching, when you're building things for your life to be better, you were not spreading yourself thin. You went to school first. You completed school. You worked a job, because that's part of life I don't include. You went to school if you did that. You went to a vocational or a technical certification. So I learned carpentry. I learned welding. I promise you, I wasn't doing carpentry and welding at the same time. I promise you, when I was learning roofing, this was me. Now, maybe some people did it, but at some point, your craft and your art have to come together. Yes, ma'am. So if I'm trying to learn, because eventually there's levels to that. Your entry level, your intermediate, your advanced, and your expert. At one of those skills, you're gonna have to. I'm sorry, people don't want to say it. We are experts. My sister Sheila, she's an expert at the job she's at, or she's at least advanced it enough. If the manager go, the supervisor gets sick, we got COVID, so I guarantee you Sheila can do that. Whether they're gonna pay her more or not, that's between them. I ain't gonna get it being funny, but she have the knowledge because she understand already. And then the wiseness came once she got all that knowledge. She started understanding. Oh, and I had to understand. This is why I do this first. See, we don't look at it that way. Some people, we exit that because they don't know the state they in, because they don't know their purpose of life. My purpose of life, I can say something to Sheila that may not be part of her purpose, but Sheila know, like, oh, okay, maybe this, or my brother number one grinder, my brother David, maybe this might work. I'm gonna put that in my compartment. But after a while, you can't sit there and just listen to people. Like, and now this is the funny part. Yeah, I believe in truth about the black man and the black woman when I'm sitting there. But after a while, I leave because I don't saturate myself in that. Because with the TV off, that's not the reflection of me. With the TV on, I'm trying to get something that's that substance that's built up on, that's good. And this is the scary part. I didn't touch on this. The money. It's sad because I don't care what nobody says. There's no money in dissing black people. There's no money in loving in the Black Love series. There's no money in it. There's examples. We are I seen this, which I always said, but it was written better. The past may have a lot of errors, and they left those errors, ERROR, to us. To us. The black era ERA we are in now, we are the byproduct. We are the production, the procreation of what happened. Each year signify, or each era ERA, so the next generation, it's not better or less than. It's for each generation to come together. So, because in each era ERA, there are good things. It's our job to take what? All of those things that's good, of substance, that's worthy, that's honorable, that's respectable, that's full of pride, that's full of great things, to utilize it. And then to give it, pass up, because you don't pass down, you pass up. So the next generation, our job is not to fix it. Nobody can fix. If you know what you don't fix. Nobody can fix anything. But the reflection of the TV off, or looking in the mirror, or that person looking at you, is to be better. Now, this is not a diss. I am better than my father. I hope he think that way. If not, well, if I have a child, I have to do something different. My father is better than his father. You know why he's better? Because he procreated him in the goodness of the womb and the seed that was being nurtured, whether it was good or bad in our eyes. It procreated a person that was going to, without me, my father, after he passed on, and his spirit still exists, but the seed of him don't exist no more. It cuts off the lineage. I'm not saying go out there and just have sex with everybody, but we got to think. That's why we got to think that's important, brothers. When you don't have a child, you cut off your lineage. Now, our women may not think that, but I'm like, in most cases, a lot of lineages of women is only predicated on the men. But I'm not going to blame men on how something this is I know I'm on here long, but you got to hear this out. We are in the dumbest race gender war ever. You know why? A black woman get assistance, right? A black woman get assistance in my city. A lot of assistance. Easy. She's got to sign the paper and make sure she do the paperwork and do what they say, right? I can't battle her on that. The system that created this assistance, it's not me. It wasn't my father. It wasn't my grandfather. It wasn't my great-great-grandfather and my great-great-grandfather and my great. They did not have a hand or a process in that system. Think about that. We are fighting a war that's not even a war. I'm sorry. No offense to women. I believe in equality. But if you sit women in the octagon in the ring, for the most part, men's going to come out on top. That's no diss. If you put women in a situation where problem solving, because women are nesters. Women don't problem solve. This is the great thing about women. This is, if you know what a nest is, if a woman knew her worth, when I say a woman are not a problem solving a nester, she wouldn't get mad at me. You know what a nester is, right? Look at the house. Look at the house you live in right now. Look at the TV. Look at every structure. It either have legs, a base, or columns. Those are women. So I will feel disrespected if a black man told a black woman, you are a structure and a column in the base of a community. Women like, no, we're the forefront. We run everything. I was like, no, you don't. Like, I never seen a woman lift 2 bricks in her hand and not stumble or fall or have to do all this crazy extra. I literally don't have to exercise. Now, this is not this. This is to show our differences. A woman, you're literally holding up a house. That's dissing a woman? Hold on. Women are literally holding up the structure of the house is the woman. That's dissing a woman. She mad because she didn't lift the heavy things, but she's so strong. Forget that. I don't care if you don't lift it. That's why you are nesters. Like, we got to really think about what these people are saying to us, each and one of us. You are getting mad. Like, a man told me, men are getting mad that women hold up the house, but the men put the nails in there. They lifted all the things to put the house together. They put themselves in danger by, I know women can do that too, but we're really having a war against each other that has a system that not either one was part of when they created it. That's crazy. That's craziness. Doing the same thing over and over again or thinking one way and it's making you lose your mind. I'm not losing my mind over it. But if a brother tell me he better than me, first of all, you're not better than me. You just had chance and opportunity and it worked out. Same as a woman. So a system that created, but then it's sad when, as a race, you use assistance to get to where you at. You no longer use assistance because you make more than enough money, and then you try to make fun of people. Some people never use the assistance to get to where they was at, and they make that money too. But those people are not making fun of people because they understand the work. I remember I seen a brother said, this was scary. This was sad too. This was not scary in a frightful and a fearful way. He said, it's lonely at the top. What top? Where are you being lonely? So basically all I heard, and this is no diss, turn the TV off because that was the TV on. He said it's lonely at the top. The reflection. So if he look at his inside, because I'm not going to challenge the people that so-called hurt him because I can't challenge you if you hurt me. I'm going to challenge myself. Now, see, you probably thinking, Why I allowed you to hurt me? No, that's not what I'm challenging. Why I put myself in a situation to get hurt? No, that's not what I'm challenging. I'm challenging the quality of being of my worth now. When did I make myself I'm at home, I don't make myself feel worthless. So why would I allow somebody to come in my house, in my home, to make me feel worthless? That's my inside. If you want to go, go a little deeper, turn that TV off. That person sitting in that same spot going to miss that card, but the TV is not the reflection of a TV or a mirror will not miss that card on the table. That person might miss that card on the table going back on purpose, or might not even see the card because it's flat on the surface. It has to stand up or be literally in their face. But if you put something in somebody's face and they're looking back as a reflection of the TV is going to show you everything in its sight, in a reflection of sight, just as your eyes. So if that TV is going to show you that, and that person is going to mentally or physically leave that out on purpose, is that a person that is trustworthy? Do you give worth to that person? We don't think about that a lot of times. Do I keep honoring? No. I can respect you, but I don't have to disrespect you. I can give you your place. I can allow you. You have a great day as well, Sheila. Sorry about that. Didn't see that. Got into the moment, and I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Share. Make this go viral. If it's long-winded, cut it down in sections. This is what is given to me. We at the end of the year. Tomorrow is the first of the year. I don't do New Year's resolutions because you are your own resolution. If you don't want to smoke, start making way. That don't mean on the first you're gonna stop smoking. No, start making ways to stop smoking. What are things you cannot do? If stress, what things like I don't need. Come on. Think about this. Black men need help. Go to psychologists. Go do that. No, you don't. Think about, brother, what you doing? You smoke weed. You don't want to smoke weed in 2022 because you want to stay more vigilant. You want to have your eyes open. You want your mind open. You want your ears open, and you want your eyes open. So you can receive things. So your discernment can be higher. I ain't never met a person that smoked out, had a higher discernment than I did. Sober, but I'm sober. My state of who I live a sober life. So my state of being of who I am, my senses is high. You get what I mean? My sense is high. It's not drunken. It's not staggered. It's not stumbling. It's not asking weird questions. Like it's a good question, but when you're gonna keep going and going, I'm gonna not build my mind on things that's not gonna help me keep the structure up. Make the structure important, but who built it? The building of it. So yes, a black woman is strong. 2022, I'm going to call black women strong. And if you say you're not a strong black woman, the opposite of strong is other words, but one that comes to mind is weak. And if you want to be weak, we don't need no black woman 22 and in the future. 2022, we don't need no weak. I'm not calling you strong in a mean way. That is very full of quality. That's very full of ethics. In the cultural and the tradition, black women are always strong. It's funny how the black woman don't want to be strong, but they want to look like a white woman. Peep the game. And white women was actually testing out the guns for the war. Woo! Oh, go look that one up. Because since we love to compare ourselves to the Edomites and the Anglo-Saxon, we love to compare that's another thing in 2022. Let's throw that out the window. I'm not going to compare. I'm going to use my sister Sheila to know whether her family got it in her or not. But if she identifies as a Black woman, that's how she lived. I'm not going to compare Sheila to a Caucasian, a European woman, a fair-skinned woman, and that perspective of how she lived her life. Or if a dark-skinned woman. I'm not going to call out names because I don't know if you know them and I want to be named. That's that I love. I love watching. I'm not going to compare her to a fair skin or a European or a Caucasian woman. Why? Or a white? Why? Why would I do that? I don't need to. But I hope that in that all same respects, she's respecting her. She has self-respect, worth, and honor, where she don't have to do things to assimilate, conform herself to look as them, to be as them, to talk. There are certain things we do that is assimilating and conforming. We so quick to battle. That's assimilating and conforming. That's part of their system. If you don't notice the difference, a Black woman got assistance through the procreation of a system. We have nothing to do with it. But we battle each other on a system that we have nothing to do with it. So I'll leave it there. Think about that. Black men and Black women are battling each other through a TV that's turned on. But when you turn it off, we can see in our line of sight, we can look at each other. So I'll remove the TV and set a person there or a mirror. I'll remove that and ask them what they see. But if they're breeded into the system, I understand that happened. But if in your home you foster and nurture it and groom it, you are the fault. You are at fault. You are the person that we're talking about. You're the person that's a tyrant. You are a follower and you have no substance. You're not even important to yourself because you don't even have no respect, no pride of who you are. Oh, no, hold on. Forget a whole, let's take a second. Let's take a few minutes real quick. You're not dissing me when you talk about you don't want to be Black. When you talk bad on Black people, you're not dissing me. You're dissing yourself. So now let's go right back to the beginning of the video, the presentation, the words I say. I get it here. Irrigate. Who's the one sitting in front of the TV? You are. Who's the one receiving that information or getting it? However you use whatever word. You are correct. You are. Who is the one that's clicking to the channels and watching these tyrants on all these online platforms? You are. Who's the one that's saturating themselves with all these online platforms and different things? You are. Who is the one putting this information and watching it? You are. Who is the one that allowed that person to hurt them? You are. Who is the person that allowed the person to trouble you? You are. Who is the person that allows someone to pain you? You are. I'm not talking, I'm just talking in general, because this is a ball perspective I want you to start looking at. Who is the person responsible when you was at that job and you cussed that person out? You are. Who is the person that got mad at their family member for doing something and you're not talking to them no more? You are. Who is the person that hate Black men or Black women and you're using that as your lifestyle? You are. Who is the one that chose to do all of those things? You are. Everything with no value, no morals, no ethics. You don't even speak on the word dignity. You only talk about money. Money is dead. It's cut from a tree, a live tree. They cut it and they make little squares, rectangles, and put it into a paper, and they paint it green and they put little insignias on it. in little numbers, and you telling me as a brother, as a woman, you are alone at the top, but you is the one that disown people, that basically quote unquote, right, we're doing now. You the one social distance yourself. You the one that saturated yourself in that. You the one that stayed to yours. You did everything you wanted to do. So why are you mad at me? So what I say unto one, I say unto all, it's your path, your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. And those decisions, all those decisions you made, if you find a way to blame someone else, you might need to now, you can't even talk. You can't even turn off your electronic device. They call it it's not a detox. It's literally go live your life. If you can't go outside beyond social media tyrants and following and no substance, if you can't use your life, you can't live, you're losing your life. You can't even live your life. Your life is not even a living alive. You are your own problem. You seek help or something is awfully wrong. I can't even help you. This won't be able to help you. But I hope this touch your inside, your soul. Forget your heart. Hope your spirit and soul got touched today. I manifest, I declare and decree that your spirit and soul, if not, you on a different level of hatred. And that's sad. And I have no love. I have no remorse for a person on a level of hatred where love can't abound inside of you. And I will tell you, good riddance and goodbye. But all my people of love, life, joy, getting better, coming out of things, I love you. I love that other person, them other people. But them people don't even understand moral values and ethics and dignity. They have no self-respect. They don't even care. Because they wouldn't even come on these YouTubes and say what all the dead vesters and swirlers, that's black men and black women that talks like this, you got to answer to something. You are held accountable. All these black women dying, Chrissy, Paris Milan, all the black women, what was her name? She was on my brother, Jessica Hicks, Issa Rae, Sasha from the wrestling, Chili, Sierra. Who else is talking? Lonnie Love, Kristen Carrison. She's the Cynthia G. Nyla. These are the YouTube tyrants. They got to answer. Kevin Samuels, the Black Manospheres, the lead attorney. These brothers, my brother David, better go delete them YouTubes and apologize. You cats are full of nothingness. Slide Jones, the YouTube beef sector. We got a black YouTube hatred sector. You cats and guys, you gals and you guys, you dudes, you bros, you itches, you iggas, you ninjas, you igros, you plantation folks, you have to answer. It's calling. You going to 2022 and you living that way, you talking that way, you being that way, you have to answer to a lot of things. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you got to answer. You have a true answer. It's on you. All the people you lead astray. Same thing I said. The drug dealers, you got to answer. The prostitutes, the women that's teaching that, you got to answer to these people. It's the kids. One more thing. This is real quick hitter. A little man watches all you, brothers. You are a role model or role figure, whether you want to be or not. If I'm looking out a window as a little kid, let's go to the reflection to the TV. The kid is looking out. So the reflection is the kid in that on the turned off TV. The window is closed. You married, you got a girlfriend, you got kids, or that's a person that you have a problem with. Or let's start with the person you got a problem with. With the window closed and that child can't hear, when you approach that person, that child is absorbing everything you're doing. So when you get in a fight, that child not going to understand that he couldn't hear you. He don't know what's going on. He's watching out a window with his clothes. All he got is visual and sight. So literally by your actions is all that young man is going to see you doing, or young woman, if you are a woman. Guess what? Well, that little young man is not going to know how to take that in. He just know you was fighting, and he learned that wasn't a good thing to do. So now he's going to have questions, but he's not going to get them answered by you, either by another person. That's a tyrant. These tyrants are answering hurt people with no substance. That tyrant has no substance, no dignity, no morals and values, ethic. So they're answering, they're soothing their hurt, their pain, their misunderstanding, their mistakes. So going forward in the future, people will say, why you ain't help her? I have no reason to. Because no matter how, because I'm going to help her in love and she's not going to see the love. That's as keep talking good to a racist instead of just showing him. And he's not even going to understand he or she is racist. Because you can ask them, and then when they don't understand, because I gave an example real quick. A racist came to me. I said, I find this and it was face to face. It's amazing if a black man responds in an ill-mannered way, you call them degrading, belittling, and bashing, like no, and demeaning, like yes, you do. A white man respond in an ill-mannered way because they're both are innocent and have no real destruction. It's misunderstanding by perspectives. You don't call him names. You don't call him queen. You don't call him like names as baby and girl. He get it out. I said, the word racism and racist would never be a little word. If I call you a racist or you're practicing racism, that's what you're doing. Like, no, I'm like, no, I don't use the word bias and prejudice because we are beyond bias and prejudice. If your only words is specifically only designed to hatred of one man, which is a black man or men, and they never respond. I looked him in the eye. He couldn't respond to it. Because he had to go through all the things that he hated about black men that he was taught from a child. He couldn't understand what I just said. Even though, see, it's not that he didn't comprehend or didn't have common sense. He had sense and he comprehended. That's why he didn't respond. Because his mind only could one thing. So now I'm outside walking past a woman, that little boy again. He know I have a wife and children at home. But it's another woman, and I walk up to her, hug her, and she kissed me on my lips. He don't see that that's all he sees. His mind now knowing I'm married and got another woman, why I'm kissing another woman. Now, if I walk past that woman and shake her hand, or I nod to her out of respect because of my wife at home, now he understand I am a married young man. When I get married and my woman, this is how because the window's closed, he can't hear. That's the reflection he sees. He's the reflection now, not the TV. Not the person sitting there. The child is. He's the reflection of what's going to happen in the next era.